I'm going to give it a couple more minutes and then I'm going to start. This session is about the referral program inside of KW Command. Referrals are a great way to make some extra money. We'll be going over that briefly. It should probably take only about half an hour. I scheduled it for an hour, but it shouldn't take that long. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes and we will start. All right, so I'm first gonna start off by going to agent.kw.com, which I am already here. This is the command login. I put in my credentials and click sign in. Once I'm signed in, I'm gonna go over here to this red KW right here. And we are going to go down to what looks like a little location pinpoint with a person inside, referrals. And once we're there, we're gonna see our dashboard. This is where if you had referrals, pending, received, or sent, you would see them here. Pending invites, these were my invitations that I sent to some of our agents in the office. This was a while back. No one has actually accepted my invitation, but you're more than welcome to send it to anybody you know. And I'll show you how referrals works. So I don't have any referrals, so I can't show you what my referrals looks like, but I can show you what referrals is like. So basically what referrals is, or the referral platform, is you can seamlessly send, track, and receive referrals all in one place, which is right here. And the advantage of it is by growing and leveraging a vast referral network without toggling between text messages, emails, spreadsheets, all that stuff. So while you're here, you can click the map section of the page, and this is where you will be finding a few different ways to search for referrals. As you can tell, there's a map here. We could search by production. And this view puts a dot on the map for each deal that agents have closed on in the United States and Canada only. Each dot represents a closed buyer or seller transaction located at the location of the home that was bought or sold, and it allows you to zoom into a specific area and see only agents that have done deals in that area in the last 12-month period. While you're in this, you can hover over an agent on the results list over here, and the dots associated with their closed deals will turn red. So for this example, I'm going to do, my boyfriend is from Point Pleasant, New Jersey. I like to use that because it's not anyone I know. Won't hurt any feelings here. And so we kind of want to hover into Point Pleasant Beach, not necessarily Point Pleasant, the area, because this is a very large area right here. So if you wanted to zoom in, you can just, double click in that area. And I'm starting to get to Point Pleasant Beach, Point Pleasant Town. Wall Township, I believe, is what he calls his town. And like I said, if you hover over the little locations, you can see over to the right who does the most production in that area. So let's say we wanted to click on the 56. These are the homes. When you hover over Allison Wright, you can see this little red house right here. That's what she's done. If we hovered over these, I believe it's trying to point us to, where's that gentleman? Let's sort. Okay, so sorting from closed units, obviously. So, John Natale, he has the most closed units. You could sort by listings sold. And once again, when you hover over, you can see the areas that go red. I am curious about this area. Okay, so I clicked on it. Looks like the Ward team has the most production in this area. If I wanted more information on them, I would just click more info and it would show me all their stats over here. Looks like in the last 2 months they've done 22.7 million in sales, not just in Point Pleasant, but I'm sure the area that they work with. From here, you would have a chance to add him, send an invitation, kind of like a Facebook ad, or you can send him a referral. This would also be good for him if he had somebody in the New Jersey, Point Pleasant Beach area. If you went ahead and, added him as a referral, if you guys had communication, he may be able to send some potential buyers down your way. For this example, let's say that we're trying to, obviously COVID makes this a little less believable, but let's say we're trying to get a house for somebody who wants to move from Florida to New Jersey, but we don't work in New Jersey, so we're going to hit that button and we're going to fill out all of those things, like, well, I have a buyer. I want my referral fee to be set at 25%. You can toggle the deadline acceptance. If you want to max it out, that's up to you. What I've heard is giving it 48 hours is best. And then you just fill in all the information that the buyers have told you. So this could be somebody in your sphere of influence who decided that they were going to, go move, and you have all this information for them. You can also send them that contact as well, or create a new contact from here if you don't have them already in your database. Fill out all the necessary info, and then you would send this kind of like this is a referral request. Yeah, it says it right there. So like a friendship request, but referral. Same to them. They could do the same for you. That's why our production numbers are so important, and why it's so important that you use command to a high level is because if you're not putting in your reports, which we will go over another day, if you're not putting in your reports of all of your closed transactions, etc., they're not going to be able to see all the statistics on you. So when you click this drop down bar, it does show you a couple of other options. Market centers are another one. The market center view will be a direct reflection of the roster for that market center. And you can search around the world to find referral partners from KW Worldwide regions. We're in the same area right here. It took a while to load, but as you can see, here's a market center right here. Looks like it's Ocean Living, have 168 agents. Looks like these are the agents. If you wanted to back up a little bit, we'd be able to probably see a couple more market centers as we back out. There we go. There's one over here and one over here. Not too much competition, I see. So anyways, so this just goes to show you, you click on the person and you can see their team. They have 18 people on their team up here, Ocean Living. The Carol Beck Network. Right up here, you see how many, 14 units sold in the past 12 months, $2 million in production. And as you expand out, you can see that there are more. Like I said, this works for city and zip code. Associates is another one. But since you don't have any associates at the moment, assuming that you just started out with your command, city or zip code is going to be the best if you don't have a referral network. I am specifically from Conyers, Georgia. It looks like there's one Keller Williams there. And here we have 146 agents. So if we were looking for a place there, we can click on their name and see what they've done. Looks like Barnes and More Real Estate Services have closed 129 units and 21 million. Isn't that funny? The other one was 14 units. And we were looking at about the same price. Conyers is a very cheap area to live. My network would be different if I had a network. I don't. but I'm going to show you referral patterns. So this view doesn't allow you to find specific agents, but to see patterns of referrals that are sent or received from others in your area. This view puts everyone in your referral network on the map. So you will see their profile picture on the map, where they're located, which will give you a good visual look of who you have in your network. Let's see. I think this could be because, let me refresh the page, sorry. Let's try referral patterns again. It says an error occurred. Well, maybe I can try. Okay, let's just put in West Palm Beach, Florida. There we go. So as you can see, right here I put in West Palm Beach. That's where I live currently. There's, this shows you all the referral patterns coming from the south. When I zoom out a little, you can see where they're going. Sorry, this is a little finicky. Okay, so our referral patterns are being sent, this is sent, out to Ohio. So that means that people who are looking to buy outside of our city, West Palm Beach, or wherever you live, you can see where the referral patterns are going. So we have a couple in Tennessee, some in Atlanta. That makes some sense for the wintertime. I'm assuming this is going out to California. Yeah, LA. So you can see where the most referral patterns are going outward. Now inward, we'll see where, and I'm sure you guys can guess where they're coming from. They are coming all from all over the place. Florida is a hot commodity right now. So we've got, you know, obviously New York. I didn't expect to see Kansas City. Of course, I expect the South. Let's see what we got. This is also LA. So obviously, as we can see, a lot of it is coming inward. And also you have a lot of inward coming in from different areas of Florida as well. That's what our referral pattern looks like. We decide to click on that. Of course, it says I've received 0. So my suggestion for referrals is that, once again, I'm going into production right there. I would say maybe reach out to some good producers in New York, where we just saw that was hot. So we saw LA, we saw New York. It looked like the tip of New York. I would reach out to some Jersey. Looked like a few people out in the Midwest were doing okay. So maybe some Atlanta stuff. North and South Carolina, Tennessee, saw a lot of that too. And also keeping it in the family of Florida, send out some referral networks to Jacksonville, Tampa, maybe Pensacola as well, and Miami. That would be my suggestion. Once again, if you you didn't know who you wanted to pick, you don't know anybody from there, we're going to zoom into Jacksonville right here. And we're going to see some production once you get really deep down. We could also do market centers and see what market centers we have to choose from in the Jacksonville area. And then we can start sending out referrals. This is a good way to make some extra money on the side. Like I said, this takes no effort. If you know anybody in the area who's looking to move north, or those people are looking to move south, they're giving you business, you're giving them business. It's a win-win-win. That is part of our slogan there. I'm not see. Oh, I saw one market center right there. So we could, like I said, you click on the people, you can see their units, their sales price. You can see everybody. If I wanted to go to the Rainmaker, Sarah Rocco herself, it will take me over to her Connect profile. You remember that profile we set up on the first day? The marketplace or market center profile. This is why it's so important. We're looking at her profile right now. She decided to list all of her certifications and her awards. But if you want to know how to get in touch with her, here it is. And you don't have to necessarily go with any sort of team. You could go with, this is sorted by random. So you go by closed units and see who has the most closed units in the area for the past 12 months. We'll give it a second to warm up. It looks like from the Welsh team, she has 316 units, and this is how much she has done in production right up here. So if you were curious on how she does business, it's right there. Once again, click on a profile and you can see her biography. Oh, I went to Georgia Southern too, Georgia Southern University. She's been in the business for 4 years. She is one of the top teams in Northeast Florida. She's been with KW 9 years. And that would be her her information if you needed to do something quickly. If not, you could always send her a referral request. Send a personalized message. Hey, I saw you did quite some business and closed units over the last year. I would love to add you to my referral network. Exclamation point, and you would send the invitation. Something nice like that, Acknowledge them for their work. Tell them that you see how much they're doing and you'd like to make them a referral partner. That's all I really have on referrals today. I don't really have too much else. If anybody has any questions, I'll open up the floor for questions about referrals. Otherwise, it is a wonderful, wonderful part of the application and command. And like I said, just one of the most wonderful things about it is sending somebody a referral in command. And that way you know that whatever deal they're going to do, you kind of have it written in stone. You're going to be taking how much ever percentage you both agreed on of the referral. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Why wouldn't you want to, use referrals? I mean, if you have somebody talking about they wanted to move to Georgia, find a referral up there. Make yourself some money. Might not be too much, but I mean, it's still something, Warner Robins is a nice little area. It's in the middle of nowhere. Look at that. That's because it's in the middle of nowhere. They've got one team that does it all. I think I showed that earlier. So the referral fee depends on the set price of said buyer or listing. But when I was showing you a referral request, the referral fee is 20. You can do a sliding scale. They have it set to 25%. I think that is probably, since it's already set there, I've got to say that that's probably what Keller Williams Realty as a whole suggests. Unless you've been working with this person for a long time and they're about to buy a multi-million-dollar home, you probably bump it up. I wouldn't expect it to be 100%. 25% is what it was set at when I opened it up. I'm going to assume 25% is what is normal. If you, however, you are the agent, that is completely up to you. They request, they suggest 25%. You are the agent. If you think that you are more, or if you're worth more than 25% or less, that's going to be completely your decision. But they have the chance to bounce this back. So say Jamie Mormon didn't like my 25%, she could slide that down to 20, send it back to me, send a request back. So that's a conversation that you would have to have in between the two, but 25% is the normal. Any other questions? I mean, this is all pretty self-explanatory right here. I'm on market centers. I do production. But if you just go into this little referrals area, toggle around, I would suggest sending out 5 referrals to 5 people, 5 different people in the KW network in the United States. So like we saw before, we typed in West Palm Beach, or let's do, because we are, we're Boynton Beach. Boca Raton, Boynton. Let's do referral patterns. Let's see where Boca is coming in. So I see a little Tennessee, some, it's hard to, Kansas City in between Missouri and Kansas. So we see that we've got a lot coming from Tennessee, North and South Carolina, some Georgia, LA, and New York. I would suggest finding 5 of your top producers in those areas and sending them a referral request, because whenever somebody asks, you know, their agent, and I had this happen to me, this is a true story, I'm front desk. I had somebody driving around up in New York, and they were looking for some property in New Jersey. However, I couldn't, you know, I don't live in New Jersey. I don't know the area. So they were calling me to ask me if I could find a market center or an agent for them. They called down here because they lived here and they were just driving around in Jersey. So what did I do? Well, I'm front desk, so I kind of just hopped on here. Excuse me. I typed in the city that he was around and I gave him the top producer. And I gave him all the information on that producing agent. And, you know, if I was an agent myself, I could have made, you know, 25% there with the referral fee. But I'm not. And the person that he was working with had switched over to Remax. So they're lost on that one too. So I ended up just giving him some free info. But like I said, it's very, it's worth it for your sphere of influence. You might have people who are looking to move up or get a summer home up there. that is not totally impossible, and this is the best. This is the best spot for looking that information up for them. So what I would say, if you get a question like this, I would open this up and I'd ask them, I would type in, where are you looking for? And if they say, I'm looking for Marietta, Georgia, you'd be like, okay, type in Marietta, Georgia. I'm seeing the thing that pops out to me the most. It looks like 262 right here. I'm going to click that. Looks like Vinings. Vinings is a really nice area. And I'm going to sort it by closed units. And boom, we have Justin Landis Group. Let's click him. Here's his units over the past year with $240,443,303.07 with 45 agents on his group. This is the guy I would probably be sending my referral to if if I had a referral. So I just wanted to come on here and show you guys the many things that you can do with the referrals. Like I said, it's just an extra way to add another buck to and it's so effortless. I mean, it really is amazing. I would suggest that if they are not command savvy or they're not going to check and add you to their referral network or accept your referral, which I would hope that they are doing. If they're using command at a high level, I would assume they are, given that they have a bio and a profile. But, giving them a quick call, all that information is there for you. Is there anything else I can share with any of you guys before I hop off, or any other questions? Well, if that is it for the day, then I'm going to let you guys get back to your wonderful Monday off. I really appreciate you joining me for my referrals area. Let's see what our next one is going to be about. And it looks like I'm going to be showing you guys, next time is going to be a 1-hour class. It's going to go by quickly, but it is going to be about opportunities and opportunities start to finish, with also in demonstrating how to go from opportunities to DocuSign. So we will be going into that next time. I see something else in my chat. Thank you, Bob. All right, everyone, have a very safe day, and I will see you Wednesday for Command Day 7 with opportunities and DocuSign. Have a fantastic day. Bye.